What is critical thinking? Well, it's about engaging deeply with information. Instead of passively accepting ideas, you question, analyze, and evaluate. Critical thinking empowers you to form independent judgments. It's about thinking for yourself, not just following the crowd. This active thinking process is crucial in our complex world. We face a constant barrage of information, from news to social media. Critical thinking helps us sift through this noise, separating fact from fiction. It empowers us to make sound decisions and navigate challenges effectively. Imagine encountering a news article with a surprising claim. A critical thinker wouldn't blindly accept it. They would pause, question the source, seek additional evidence, and consider different perspectives. This approach leads to more informed opinions and well-founded beliefs. Critical thinking is a skill, not a gift bestowed upon a select few. Everyone has the potential to cultivate this powerful tool within themselves. By understanding its principles and practicing them regularly, you can unlock a higher level of thinking and decision-making. Critical thinking is not an abstract concept confined to classrooms or academic debates. It's a vital tool for navigating everyday life, from personal decisions to professional challenges. Imagine you're considering a job offer. A critical thinker wouldn't just jump at the first opportunity. They would carefully analyze the terms, research the company, and weigh the pros and cons against their long-term goals. This process leads to more informed decisions and greater satisfaction in the long run. Whether choosing a product, evaluating a political argument, or assessing health information, critical thinking empowers us to make choices aligned with our values and objectives. The benefits of honed critical thinking skills extend far beyond immediate decisions. Individuals with strong critical thinking abilities tend to be more adaptable, resourceful, and successful in their endeavors. They are better equipped to solve problems, think creatively, and navigate a rapidly changing world. Furthermore, critical thinking is essential for effective communication and collaboration. By engaging in thoughtful dialogue, considering different viewpoints, and constructing well-reasoned arguments, we can bridge divides and arrive at mutually beneficial solutions. In an increasingly interconnected world, these skills are more valuable than ever. What distinguishes a skilled critical thinker? One defining characteristic is intellectual curiosity. Like a detective hot on a trail, critical thinkers possess an insatiable thirst for knowledge and understanding. They are driven by a deep desire to uncover the truth, even if it challenges their existing beliefs. Another hallmark of a critical thinker is objectivity. They strive to approach situations with an open mind, setting aside personal biases and preconceived notions. This allows them to evaluate information fairly and consider all sides of an issue before forming a judgment. Consider the renowned scientist Marie Curie. Driven by an unyielding curiosity, she revolutionized our understanding of radioactivity. Her meticulous observations and rigorous experiments, conducted with unwavering objectivity, led to groundbreaking discoveries that continue to shape our world today. Critical thinkers are also adept at identifying assumptions, both their own and those presented by others. They recognize that not everything presented as fact is necessarily true. By questioning assumptions and seeking evidence, they avoid falling prey to misinformation or faulty reasoning. Developing strong critical thinking skills is an ongoing journey, not a destination. Like any skill, it requires practice, patience, and a willingness to learn from mistakes. The good news is that anyone can cultivate these skills with conscious effort and the right approach. One of the most effective ways to enhance your critical thinking is to engage in active learning. This involves going beyond simply memorizing information and actively seeking to understand the underlying concepts and principles. Ask questions, challenge assumptions, and look for connections between different pieces of information. Another valuable tool is the Socratic method, a powerful questioning technique used to stimulate critical thought. By asking probing questions that encourage reflection and analysis, you can delve deeper into a topic and uncover hidden assumptions or biases. Don't be afraid to engage in respectful debate and discussion with others. Hearing different viewpoints and perspectives can challenge your own thinking and help you identify blind spots. Remember, critical thinking is not about being right all the time. It's about being willing to learn and grow. Section 5. Embracing open-mindedness, the foundation of critical thought. At the heart of critical thinking lies open-mindedness. Imagine your mind as a parachute. It only functions when open. This means approaching every situation, argument, or piece of information with a willingness to consider diverse viewpoints, even those that challenge your preconceptions. Open-mindedness is not about accepting everything you hear as truth. Instead, it's about creating space for thoughtful consideration. It's about acknowledging that your current understanding might be incomplete and that there's always more to learn. Consider a time you held a strong opinion on a topic. Did you welcome opposing views, or did you shut down the conversation? A critical thinker embraces these opportunities, recognizing that encountering different perspectives can refine their own understanding. Cultivating open-mindedness requires conscious effort. It means actively seeking out diverse sources of information, engaging in respectful dialogue with those who hold differing opinions, and being willing to adjust your views when presented with compelling evidence. Section 6. The Art of Asking Why. Unveiling Assumptions. Assumptions are the invisible threads that weave our understanding of the world. They're the often unspoken beliefs we hold about how things are or should be. While some assumptions are helpful, others can lead us astray, distorting our perceptions and hindering our judgment. Critical thinkers are skilled at identifying and questioning assumptions, both their own and those presented by others. They recognize that not everything presented as fact is necessarily true, and that many arguments rest on a foundation of unstated assumptions. Imagine you're reading an article arguing that a particular economic policy is beneficial. A critical thinker wouldn't just accept this claim at face value. They would ask, what assumptions is the author making about the economy? Are these assumptions valid? What evidence supports these assumptions? By asking why, we peel back the layers of an argument, revealing the underlying assumptions that shape its conclusions. This process allows us to evaluate the validity of the argument and determine whether it holds up under scrutiny. Section 7. Logic, your compass in the sea of information. In our information-saturated world, we're constantly bombarded with claims, counterclaims, and persuasive messages. Navigating this sea of information requires more than just absorbing facts. It demands the ability to think logically and distinguish between sound reasoning and faulty arguments. Logic, in essence, is the art of clear and valid reasoning. It provides a framework for constructing arguments, evaluating evidence, and drawing sound conclusions. By understanding the principles of logic, we can separate fact from fiction, identify fallacies, and make informed decisions. Consider the following statement. All dogs are mammals. Fido is a mammal. Therefore, Fido is a dog. While the premises are true, the conclusion is not necessarily valid. Fido could be a cat, a horse, or any other type of mammal. This example illustrates the importance of logical reasoning. Just because two things share a common characteristic doesn't mean they are the same. Critical thinkers use logic to identify such flaws in reasoning and avoid jumping to conclusions. Section 8. Detecting fallacies. Navigating the maze of misinformation. Fallacies are flaws in reasoning that render arguments invalid. They are deceptive tactics often used to mislead or manipulate, whether intentionally or unintentionally. Recognizing common fallacies is crucial for navigating the maze of misinformation and making sound judgments. One common fallacy is the ad hominem attack, which targets the person making the argument rather than addressing the argument itself. For example, dismissing someone's opinion on climate change simply because they work for an oil company is an ad hominem fallacy. Another prevalent fallacy is the appeal to emotion, which attempts to sway opinions through emotional manipulation rather than logical reasoning. Advertisements often use this tactic, associating their products with positive emotions like happiness or security. Critical thinkers are adept at spotting these and other fallacies, such as the straw man fallacy, the bandwagon effect, and the slippery slope argument. By recognizing these flawed reasoning patterns, they can avoid being swayed by misleading claims and focus on the substance of the argument. Section 9. The Power of Perspective. Stepping into others' shoes. One of the most powerful tools in a critical thinker's arsenal is the ability to consider multiple perspectives. This involves stepping outside of one's own viewpoint and attempting to understand the world through the eyes of others, even those with whom we may disagree. Imagine you're engaged in a debate about a social issue. A critical thinker wouldn't just focus on defending their own position. They would also strive to understand the underlying values, experiences, and perspectives that shape the views of others. This process of perspective-taking fosters empathy, promotes understanding, and can lead to more nuanced and informed opinions. It allows us to see beyond our own biases and recognize the complexity of issues that often have no easy answers. By practicing perspective-taking, we move away from simplistic us versus them thinking and create space for dialogue, collaboration, and the possibility of finding common ground. Section 10. Critical thinking in everyday life. From decisions to discoveries. Critical thinking is not a skill reserved for academics or intellectuals. It's an essential tool for navigating the complexities of everyday life. From the mundane to the profound, critical thinking empowers us to make informed decisions, solve problems effectively, and live more fulfilling lives. Consider the simple act of choosing a restaurant. A critical thinker wouldn't just rely on the first positive review they see online. They would consider factors like cuisine preferences, budget, location, and reviews from trusted sources before making a decision. In the workplace, critical thinking is essential for problem-solving, innovation, and decision-making. Employees who can analyze information, identify patterns, and develop creative solutions are highly valued in today's rapidly changing job market. Beyond practical applications, critical thinking enriches our understanding of the world and ourselves. It allows us to engage with information critically, question assumptions, and form our own informed opinions. In essence, critical thinking is at the heart of lifelong learning and personal growth. Section 11. Your journey to critical mastery. Mastering critical thinking is an ongoing journey, not a destination. It's a continuous process of questioning, analyzing, evaluating, and refining our thinking. The more we practice, the more ingrained these habits of mind become, shaping how we interact with the world around us. Embrace curiosity as your constant companion. Ask why, relentlessly. Don't shy away from challenging assumptions, both your own and those presented by others. Seek out diverse perspectives, engage in respectful debate, and be willing to adjust your views when presented with compelling evidence. Remember, critical thinking is not about being right all the time. It's about being willing to learn, grow, and embrace the complexities of a world awash in information. By embarking on this journey of critical inquiry, you unlock a powerful tool for navigating the challenges and opportunities that lie ahead.